Hey, Zeus. Remember how we gave the humans the means to create fire, with like wood and stuff that's just really flammable? Um, I don't think we can take that back anymore. Uh, well, you see, apparently, in our absence, they've found ways to create fire other than the things that we gave them. Like, things that create very different types of fire, and as it turns out, these things are um a lot worse, a lot crazier than what we gave them. They figured out how to make more powerful fire without us. Um, you sure we can't just go back to sleep? What do I mean? Okay, so remember how a while back I told you about like those new weapons that the humans have, like that they're standard issue for their military. I think they were called guns or something. Yeah. Apparently those guns use a very special material that the humans have concocted. It did not exist. What did not even remotely exist back before. But that stuff, all it takes is a slight strike, and it expands heavily and creates a lot of heat, essentially making a burst of a very special fire, and propels anything around it outward. And that's how those guns work, by making a tube that propels those things forward. Apparently they have like a bunch of like old iterations of this. I think like the first ones are called like cannons or something. Yeah, I think they were meant to be like more powerful variations of like the catapults and trebuchets and stuff. But they ended up shrinking them down to like small arms fire. Oh no, no, no. The guns are nowhere near the worst of it. That was just like an example. Um they have these things, I think they call them like missiles or something. Yeah, so these missiles, they're like giant tubes with like a point at the end, and like they're bigger than most of them are bigger than humans themselves. And I don't know how to describe this, but they're magic. Um that's the only thing that I could come up with for how the fuck they work. Because they just kind of fly through the air on their own. Like they're not propelled out of any kind of bigger tube or anything like that. They're they propel themselves forward. They fly. They fly through the air with sheer speed. That's what they do. That's what humans seem to like doing now, is just propelling things through the air through sheer speed. Um and they use to create this speed, they use I can't describe it as anything else but magic. They have this liquid that, you guessed it, turns into another crazy kind of fire. This fire is way more powerful than the stuff you see in guns. Um, and it can propel these things forward really fast. Remember how I said that they were, like, most of them were bigger than the humans themselves? Yeah, well, these things, despite being that big, are not much slower than the bullets. And when they hit something, they don't just thunk into it. No, these giant metal tubes, these missiles, they contain more fire stuff. More crazy fire stuff. And no, they don't just set things on fire. They explode. What do I mean by that? I mean, like, they hit, and then everything inside just bursts outwards. And it's really hot and really powerful. And anything that is underneath it when it explodes just is completely vaporized. It just crushed, blown to smithereens. I don't know how else to describe it. They've made fire worse. They've made it even worse